Hi everyone, and yes, it's that time again. I asked for your questions on Instagram and Twitter. You gave me your questions, so now I'm gonna ask them. Yes! Weird intro. What advice would you have for your younger self? Cut your bloody hair, bitch, because you look ridiculous. Do you have any YouTube regrets, like other things you wish you had / hadn't done online? So I did a video a little while ago about like an abusive relationship I was in, and I kind of posted a lot of like content with us online. So I kind of wish I didn't share him online so much, because ultimately he was kind of using me for my subscribers. And then, you know, the whole abusive story came out. So I kind of regret, like, I really wish I was a little bit more mindful when I first started about the things I was putting online, because I didn't really think, you know, I was so young and I lived in a small town, and like I didn't really understand the consequences of like certain actions or certain things. Like I never did anything that was like problematic, but I would do things that like I would now feel uncomfortable saying on my channel. Like I used to swear like every 10 seconds, like every word was like the F word or like saying the C word or something. Like people say to me all the time, like I don't swear in any of my videos anymore, and like I'm actually doing a separate video about this, but like I'm just not that person anymore. I was just very obnoxious when I first started, so I kind of wish I was a little bit more calmer, but then you grow and you learn, so now I'm just a lot more adult, I think. I've just grown up a lot in the last few years. Where would you like to travel to? First of all, I'd love to go to Tokyo. Like, I would love to go to Japan and go around Tokyo. Like, I think Japanese culture is like just so much better than everyone else's. Everyone just seems to respect everyone there from what I've like seen on the internet. Maybe I'm completely deluded. Maybe it's not as nice. Also, like, I love technology. Like, I'd love to go to see all the crazy technology things they've got. Even like see weird like vending machines. Like even those like odd things I'd like to see. Like the second thing that I'd really love to do, I would love to go all around America and go to like all the different theme parks, like all the like the Six Flags and like Universal Studios and all the Disneylands and stuff. Like I would love to have like a theme park trip around America. Like that would be phenomenal, like actually phenomenal. When was the first time you ate fried chicken? Okay, so I'm gonna say something now that's gonna like really upset a lot of you, but when I first had KFC, I didn't actually like it. I didn't like it. I know it's insane. I know you're probably like, what on earth? Who is this person? So I was maybe about sort of like 12 before I actually liked it. Where would you like to see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? But obviously I want YouTube to be full-time. Like if it's not full-time in 5 to 10 years, I think I'm gonna give up. Like I would like to just be sort of successful in online media, whether that be editing for someone or, you know, like having my own channel that's like big enough that I can support myself. Like I just want to be like sort of like a media person. Is there anything you're looking forward to before 2017 ends? Wow, bitch! The 4th of October, something's happening. I can't tell you exactly what it is yet, but that's what I've been looking forward to for like a long time. So that's like my main thing at the moment. Although something else that's really exciting, I did say in my last video, my piercing one, but I have got my own t-shirts out now, like my Trot Along Bitch and my Roly t-shirts are all out, so you can go get some of them. I'll put links everywhere, so you can go like get one of my like Trot Along Bitch t-shirts, or you know, it comes in like hats and hoodies and things as well, like a tank top. So, oh my god, amazing. What kind of drunk person are you? Oh my gosh, so take me the way that I am now, times it by about 10. Like that's what I'm like when I'm drunk. I'm not a crier, I'm not an angry person, like I'm not like anything like that. Like I just get really hyper and a lot louder, and I like to dance and I like to like just jump around and stuff. Like I just become very hyper, which I know might cause the world to implode one day. If you ever got married, what would you want your wedding to be like? Ooh, so okay, so this is actually like, this is literally something that I want to do. I said it in like, if you watch that BBC 3 video I was in about piercings and stuff. If I ever get married, I've already said I'm gonna have like a Halloween themed wedding. I would love to have a Halloween themed wedding where everyone comes dressed as like zombies or like skeletons, like, or like ghosts or whatever, and I would love to have a Halloween themed wedding. I'm really not into the kind of like, let's both wear suits and let's all walk down the aisle and have confetti thrown at us. No, I want like zombies to be throwing like bones and things, like, and just like scary cannons and things. Like I would love to have a Halloween themed wedding. What's your most asked question? Oh my god. Okay, so I get a lot of questions. People always ask me, how do I sleep? And obviously it's because I've got a lot of earrings, but I just sleep the same way as anyone else. Like they literally don't bother me in the slightest. Like they don't bother me at all. Like I can lean on them, I can rest on them. Like it just doesn't bother me at all. So like, how can I sleep? Like that is one of the main questions I get all the time. Have you ever kissed Callum? Not a stamp. How did you find your gender identity? It was just a long process of me being able to explore. I think when I moved to London, I was very free to be who I was, and there was no restrictions about me being who I am, because London's obviously a lot more open than like Devon, where I was from. So I was able to experiment with other gendered clothing and wear more makeup and wear heels and things, and I was able to kind of discover who I really was inside. Like I always knew there was something inside me that I didn't understand, but because it was so suppressed in Devon, I just forgot about it. But moving here and then being like living with Callum and things and living with my friends here who don't care what I do and allow me to do whatever I want, it was suddenly like, this little feeling suddenly came out, and then I was able to explore it, and you kind of just discover it. How do you get to be so confident in yourself? Just stop caring. And that, like, I know it sounds weird to say, but literally just stop caring what others think about you, and you'll be so much happier. Like, literally stop caring and start living. Like, the moment you think to yourself, someone could call me a faggot, someone could call me Batty, someone could call me all these other names, whatever, like, what they think about you, none of your business. You walk along and be like, trot along, bitch. When did you first realize you weren't straight? I remember there was little things when I was younger. One of them was I used to watch WWE wrestling when it's called WWF back in the 90s, and I was very I was very attracted to the men when they used to, because obviously in wrestling, like, the guys wear those really, really skimpy underwear, sort of like latexy like underwear, and I was literally like, I was just transfixed on this. And this is when I was like 5 or 6, like this is, I'm this young, I remember, and I was always like, I like the way that looks. I was always very attracted to it, not in a sexual way, of course, because I didn't really understand that kind of thing back then, but I was always very drawn to that. And that's obviously moments in my life when I look back and go like, that's where it kind of, it was very evident back then. So those little moments, I remember always being very attracted to men wearing wrestling. My brother was watching wrestling because he was like, yeah, punch him. And I was there going, oh, take him off. Disgusting. If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change? People wearing socks with sandals. No, no, no. Have you seen Orange is the New Black? Okay, so this might upset a few of you. I'm gonna move a bit further back. I don't like it. If you did ask me a question regarding piercing stuff, I'm gonna be doing like a separate piercing Q&A like I did for my last FAQ video, so that's like a separate one, so I'm saving all the piercing related stuff. But with that being said, make sure to hit that like button because it does really help me out. Come and follow me on all my social medias, all the links down in the description. Again, if you'd like to get one of my new t-shirts or my hats or whatever, there's a link down there as well. I love you, thank you so much. A massive shout out to Kelly, who is my top Patreon. I love you, thank you for being amazing. And if you want to go on Patreon and help me support me, there's a link down there as well. And I'll see you all very soon, and yeah, bye!